On the night the lunar eclipse painted the sky red, a young woman named Arwen walked through the forest in search of medicinal herbs. Her curiosity always took her beyond the village's boundaries. But that night, something felt different. The air was thicker, as if the earth itself were breathing silently. It was then that she found a figure leaning against an ancient tree, wrapped in silver chains that gleamed in the moonlight. An elf with pale skin and dark green eyes reflecting pain and mystery seemed to have been asleep for centuries. Arwen's heart raced. She knew this was no ordinary encounter. It was a call from destiny. Without thinking, she reached out, gently touching the prisoner's face. The instant her fingers brushed the elf's cold skin, the chains shivered and the wind blew fiercely, as if the entire forest were awakening. The elf slowly opened his eyes, revealing a deep, dark gaze, like an abyss where secrets lay dormant. His name was Kael, and his first reaction upon awakening was confusion and anger, as if he had been wrenched from a forced sleep. His chains fell at his feet, turning to silver dust, and the echo of an ancient spell echoed through the forest. Arwen recoiled, startled, but she couldn't tear her eyes away. There was a strange connection between them, something invisible yet unbreakable. Kael, his voice hoarse, asked her why she had dared touch him. The young woman, without answers, only said she couldn't ignore the suffering etched on her face. For the first time in centuries, Kael felt something other than hatred or pain. Hope. In the silent clearing, Kael told his story. He had been cursed for defying an ancient elven council, accused of loving someone he shouldn't. His punishment, an eternal sleep, watched over by chains that only the touch of fate could break. "And that fate," he said, staring intently at Arwen, "is you." Arwen felt the weight of those words sink into her soul. She was bound by a prophecy she had never chosen. The curse, Kael explained, did not end with her awakening. It had only just begun. Whoever dared free him would carry part of his pain, and their love would be forbidden, cursed by shadows that would forever try to tear them apart. Yet, hearing his voice, Arwen felt no fear. She felt alive as never before. In the days that followed, Arwen tried to pull away, but her mind was constantly drawn to Kael's image. The elf, now free, remained close to the forest, avoiding the humans who might fear him. When they met again, he revealed something that would change everything. With her touch, part of the curse had migrated to Arwen. Strange silver marks appeared on his skin at night, burning like fire and light at the same time. This meant their souls were connected. Kael told her that if they didn't find a way to break the curse, she would eventually be consumed by it as well. Arwen should run away, forget she had ever seen him, but it was too late. The bond had formed, and neither she nor Kael could deny it any longer. The village elders soon learned of the strange visitor and called Arwen to account. The young woman, pressured, revealed only part of the truth, but rumors spread like wildfire. A cursed elf had been freed, and many believed this would bring misfortune. Meanwhile, deep in the forest, the echoes of the curse awakened dark beings, specters who lived only to destroy any spark of forbidden love. Kael knew there was little time. He told Arwen there was a chance to free herself, but the price would be devastating. One of them would have to sacrifice something essential, something that defined their very existence. Despite their fear, Arwen and Kael could not resist the attraction that united them. Under the light of the full moon, in the clearing where it all began, they kissed for the first time. The kiss was intense yet painful, as shadows loomed around them, as if trying to extinguish the flame of passion. Yet each moment felt eternal, and they both knew there was no going back. Love had blossomed, even if fate tried to crush it. The kiss gave Kael strength, and for the first time he felt it might be possible to defy the prophecy. Arwen, in turn, understood that she carried not only the burden of a curse, but also the hope of a love that could change everything. Soon after, the balance began to crumble. Creatures formed from darkness emerged, attacking the village in search of Arwen. They were drawn by the bond that now united them. Kael fought bravely against them, using his agility and ancient power, but it was clear that his curse drained his strength with each blow. Arwen, even without powers, refused to hide. She faced the danger alongside him, wielding only courage and determination. This act made Kael realize that she was not merely a piece of fate, she was the strength that restored his will to fight. Still, the threat grew, and the village council decided Kael must be expelled or destroyed. Determined not to lose Kael, Arwen sought out an ancient priestess who lived in seclusion. She revealed that there was only one way to break the curse. The human must offer what she held most precious in exchange. Arwen understood immediately, her memory of Kael. If she accepted, he would be free, but she would forget him forever. When she told Kael, he begged her not to. He would rather live cursed than to live without her in his memory. But Arwen, with tears in her eyes, replied that true love is not just about possessing someone, but about freeing them, even if it costs everything. The next night during the eclipse, Arwen took Kael to the tree where she had found him. There she spoke the words the priestess had taught her, offering her memory as payment. The wind roared, the invisible chains snapped, and Kael fell to his knees, finally freed from the curse. But when he looked at Arwen, he saw the emptiness in her eyes. She no longer recognized him. The pain was unbearable, but Kael knew he could not undo the sacrifice. He watched her leave, smiling, not understanding who this green-eyed stranger was who wept for her. Years passed, and the story of Arwen and Kael became legend among humans and elves. They say that on nights of eclipse, a voice can be heard singing softly in the forests, calling Arwen's name. Kael, now free, never stopped protecting the village from the shadows, ensuring that Arwen lived a peaceful life, even without memory of him. To the elders, it was merely a cautionary tale. To lovers, an eternal inspiration. Love can be forbidden, cursed, even forgotten, but never destroyed. And to those who listen carefully, the wind still whispers, "Your touch awakened the cursed elf."